podcasting in honor of you not feeling so hot. I'm going to tell you the story of what was quite literally the worst fast food experience I've ever had in my entire life. So, I just want to preface this by saying that there is no way for me right now to accurately recapture the level of pure rage and sorrow that I felt while I was trying to eat this meal. It was quite simply revolting for multiple reasons. So one day we decided to grab some lunch while we're like touring around the island. And we settled on this place called Haas's Fish and Chips. And it was like in this plaza with a bunch of other stores, and like I think there was a mall and stuff. And it was kind of just like tucked away in there. We go in and it's like kind of a cute place. They've just got like a place where you order. It's like takeout only. So they got a place where you order. They got the big menu on the wall. They got the kitchen in the back. So I'm like trying to decide what I want to eat. I'm not really feeling like, I don't really want to have seafood. We just had mussels and stuff. I was just like, I just want something simple, something safe that I know is going to be good. So I decided to get a cheeseburger. And maybe that was on me. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten a fucking cheeseburger at a fish and chips place. But I did. It seems like a safe choice, right? Like, how can you fuck that up? And I also got the garlic parmesan fries because I was thinking about how delicious those were when we went to Cactus Club. I was having a craving. It's like cheeseburger and fries. The most basic fast food meal you can possibly make. So everybody else orders. I go up to the counter and I'm like, can I get the cheeseburger, please? And she's like, yep. Do you want toppings on that? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, does it come with like lettuce, like tomato, anything? She's like, no. And I was like, oh, yeah, I would love some toppings. Can I get some tomato? Can I get some pickles? Can I get some lettuce, some ketchup? And she's like, yep, no problem. So I ordered my food. I was like, that's a little bit weird. Like usually when you order a burger, it comes with some toppings on it. So we're waiting, and eventually she comes out with all of our food. And excuse me. She comes out with all her food in these like paper bags. So we all take them. Seems fine. We get back to the car. We're just gonna eat in the car. I open my paper bag, and inside is 2 styrofoam containers. One for the cheeseburger, one for the garlic parmesan fries. So I'm like, I want to try some of that garlic parmesan first. So I reach into the bag to grab the styrofoam container that the fries are in. And I immediately pull my hand out, and it is covered in grease. I'm not exaggerating when I say it was absolutely, my hand was slick with grease all over it. So I'm like, ew, does that, I'm trying to wipe it off. And I carefully reach into the bag and pull it out. The container is soaking wet. It is sopping wet with grease. It looks like the guy in the kitchen took the styrofoam container, just had a vat of grease. He just dunked it in like it was like you're dipping a fucking popsicle in chocolate or something. He just dipped it into the grease and then put it in the bag. It's absolutely soaking wet. And I open it up, and inside are the saddest looking garlic parmesan fries I've ever seen in my life. It looks like somebody just took that Kraft shake on cheese shit that you get from Zares. Looks like somebody just shook a bunch of that onto the fries, drizzled some more grease on top so that it's all nice and wet, it's soggy, and then gave it to me. It had the most like, oh, the taste was okay. They didn't taste the worst, but it was just so fake and wet and soggy and gross. So I'm like, I like eat a couple and I'm taking a little break. And I wanna try the cheeseburger. Like, I just want some. So I reached in the bag. I open up my cheeseburger container and like it looks fine. It looks okay. It looks like a burger. Take a bite. And I just don't know how they cooked this or what kind of patties they were using. The patty was like gray and it just tasted like shit. It just tasted like it was not even fully cooked through at all. You know how when you get a burger, it's like there's a little bit of like a crispy edge to it usually on a good burger. This was just a gray ass brain matter looking burger. I took 3 bites and I just couldn't. Like, I just could not finish it. There was no way. I just shut the styrofoam lid. I was like, I can't eat this. And after I shut the lid, I'm like, I don't like, I just want to, I gotta eat something. I'm trying to like eat my fucking soggy ass Parmesan garlic fries. They're just not hitting. I'm so sad. I like close all the containers and like, this is the point where I look down and realize that the containers are so greasy that I have the paper bag on my lap as like, to just, because I was like, fuck, like this is so wet. I don't want to get it on my clothes. So I put the paper bag down so I could put the containers on top. The containers so greasy that they soaked through the 2 thick layers of paper of the bag onto my pants. There's fucking melted wet ass Parmesan on my pant leg. And this is the point where I was like, fuck this. I just got out of the car and I just threw all of it in the garbage. Couldn't even finish it. It was that bad. I'm like so sad. I'm like ranting to Zach and Sid. I'm like crying in the back seat, just being like, this is so fucking, my meal is so fucking wet. And I'm like, Sydney, can you please go in? She's going into the dollar store to get something. I was like, can you please just get me like a vitamin water or something? She comes back out and I see that she's holding a card envelope in her hand. I'm like, they didn't have vitamin water. Sydney got me a sympathy card and an iced tea to make up for it, which was pretty good. But I like, holy shit, man. I need to write my review because I don't know what the fuck they were doing back there in the kitchen that day. I don't know how this man, because he must have touched it, right? Like he picked up the styrofoam container and his hand must have been fucking dripping wet as he put it into the bag. Surely at some point you must have realized, man, that container's fucking soaking, dude. Oh my God. Anyway, that's what happened. I will never forget it. I'm going to leave a polite yet scathing review for Haas's Fish and Chips when I have time. I wish that somebody had filmed my actual reaction because holy shit, it was fucked.